Have you ever seen one of those floors that looks exactly like a flowing river and just thought, how in the world did they do that? Well, today we are pulling back the curtain on this amazing design trend that literally brings the outside in.
Just imagine it. You're walking through a room, and you look down and you see this crystal clear stream flowing right there, complete with real stones, only to realize you can walk right on top of it. That is the magic we're getting into today. It's a floor that isn't just a surface, it's an entire experience.
So really, what is the secret behind this incredible 3D illusion? It's this fascinating mix of heavy-duty construction and some really delicate artistry, and it turns a totally functional floor into a piece of captured nature.
At its heart, it's like we've hit the pause button on a river. We're freezing a moment of nature in time by wrapping real objects, like stones, in this super durable, totally transparent medium. It becomes this three-dimensional scene that you can actually walk on.
Okay, so this incredible flooring idea didn't just pop up out of thin air. Its roots are actually in smaller scale art and design concepts that have been, well, scaled up in a really brilliant way.
You've probably seen those beautiful river tables that woodworkers make, right? Or maybe those decorative pebble floors you might see in a spa. Well, this flooring is basically that same idea, just taken to this grand architectural scale that can transform an entire room. All right, so what's the actual recipe for making this happen? It's a really meticulous 5-step process that's, part construction project and part art class. As you can see, it's this carefully choreographed dance. Every single step, from literally carving out the river's path to that final perfect crystal clear pour of epoxy, it's all absolutely crucial to get that stunningly realistic effect. Now here's the real trick. You want to know the secret to making that river look incredibly deep? It's the base coat. Installers paint the bottom of the channel with a black or a really dark blue color. So when that clear resin gets poured on top, it creates this powerful illusion of almost infinite depth, just like you're staring into deep, clear water. So cool. But wait, how do they get that perfect glass-like finish? The secret is all about fighting the bubbles. As they pour the epoxy, tiny air bubbles get trapped, so installers use heat guns to meticulously chase every single one of those bubbles to the surface and pop them, making sure the final river is flawlessly transparent. Okay, let's take a look at the toolbox for this job. Creating this illusion takes a very specific set of materials and tools, and of course, a healthy dose of creativity to really bring the whole thing to life. Yeah, success here really hangs on using specialized stuff. I mean, you can't just use any resin. It has to be a specific clear casting or deep pour epoxy. It's designed to be poured in these thick layers without trapping a ton of bubbles. And tools like a slow-speed mixer and that heat gun we talked about, absolutely essential for a professional finish. And this is where it gets really fun, because the creativity doesn't stop with just stones. You could have a river that actually glows softly in the dark, or one that has this subtle tropical blue tint. People are embedding LEDs, fiber optics, even things like shells to create these truly one-of-a-kind masterpieces. Okay, it is undeniably beautiful, but is it practical? Let's talk about the durability and the maintenance, and see if this unique floor can actually stand up to the rigors of everyday life. So here's something that might actually surprise you. This floor isn't just a pretty face. It is incredibly tough. In fact, once it's fully cured, some of these epoxy formulas can have a compressive strength that is up to 4 times greater than standard concrete. No joke. And when it comes to keeping it clean, it's a total game changer. That seamless, completely waterproof surface means 0 grout lines to scrub or trap dirt. And if it ever does get a little dull over the years, you can just refinish it, unlike a tiled floor where you'd have to rip out and replace broken pieces. So you can see how this technique really blurs the lines, right? It pushes the boundaries of what a floor can even be. It's not just a surface to walk on anymore, it's a piece of permanent art in your home. It really just leaves one question. Where does functional flooring end and permanent art begin?